Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to podcast number 2 of the Oxford County Crushers podcast, or the OCC podcast. I'm joined here, as always, by my host, co-host David Janzen. Of course, I'm Nathan Stubby. Forgot to introduce myself there. How are we doing today, Janzen? David?
Hey, doing great, buddy. Glad
Awesome.
to be on again. Another
Awesome.
Tuesday night,
Of course.
as hopefully always will be.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Today we want to discuss MAC 3 as it is coming up so soon.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep, this Saturday.
And
Great.
I don't think I'm going to be able to make it out, but I'm pretty sure you're going, aren't
I'll
you?
be there, yep, for sure.
That's gonna
Watch
be-
all the guys pull. It's going to be pretty awesome.
That's going to be awesome.
Yep.
As far as I know, there's a bunch of super matches, and then there's like this tough event. It's like a team arm
Tough
wrestling
event.
federation. Yeah, they
Oh,
call
yeah,
it.
yeah. Right, I think I
Tough.
saw that. They're like winning a table or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and- Yeah, I think it's like team I don't know, a bunch of guys from Pennsylvania anyways, coming whatever state that is.
What? Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is a state.
No, I don't know. And then a bunch of guys from there coming. I think Brandon Elsesser is the captain of that team.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm not sure if it's Tyler Bolzan. I know last time he was one of the team captains
Sure.
from that. And then they have like a certain allotted time, and then there's guys from all weight classes,
Yeah.
I think is how it works, and it's a point-based system. So if somebody flash pins, there's this that's the max amount of points you can get.
Oh, okay.
But if somebody flash pins and then the other person fouls,
Yeah.
gets an elbow foul, you gain a point because they lose a point based off the foul.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, and then if you're in a long drawn out match and you get a foul,
Yeah.
and then you restart and you win, but it was a long drawn out match,
Yeah.
you have less points that you win.
And
Because
you get a foul.
for every foul you lose a point, plus
Right.
a long drawn out is not as much as like a flash.
A flash pin, yeah. It's
Which
more
is, I don't know
decisive.
how it all works, but it sounds super cool to me.
Yeah, for sure. Is there like determined teams, or you like make your own team when you're there, or how does that work?
No, as far as
Or
I
there's
know,
just
there's
2 teams?
determined teams.
Okay.
So prior, they've had months now already to get them ready.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like super match, getting prepared and stuff. They
Yeah.
create this team, I think, a month or 2 ago.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a team captain. And then,
Right.
also later on, I believe there's a tournament.
Nice.
You going to pull there?
I'm not sure. Sure.
I think that's
I'll
going to
see.
be pretty crazy. There's guys
There's
coming
gonna
down
be a
from the
ton of
States and
people.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full event, that's for sure.
The venue,
We'll
I
see what
think,
happens.
holds 500 people.
Well, it's like an actual event. It's not
Yeah.
like the Armcats one we went to last time.
No,
Yeah,
not
it's
like
gonna be
just
crazy.
a tournament event.
Yeah. Who do you have lined up for the first? Does it say what the first super match of the day is going to be, or does it just say a bunch of super matches?
So I don't know
Okay.
who the first is, but one of the first will obviously be Josh Rodriguez and Raymond Liepens. I
Yep.
think is his name, Coach Ray.
Coach Ray.
So that's one of the first, and also I'm not sure if it's the other one, if it is actually the first, or if Matt Oliver and Blake Bouillon
Right. Yeah, they're
is
pulling too.
the first. Blake Bouillon is from
From Ottawa, no?
he has pulled an Ottawa bunch.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's the Gators.
Oh, Durham.
Durham
Gators.
Gators,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have seen him on there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he pulls with them. And he placed really well. He came second to Artem Ternenko in the 220-pound class at the Ottawa Open.
Oh,
So,
that'll be interesting.
yeah.
Huh.
Him and Josh have had Josh Rodriguez.
Oh yeah,
Have had
You said
a couple battles, I think.
but Josh beats him, no?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think Josh has
is-
beat him so far every time, but
Yeah.
I hear like everyone saying like Blake is getting really, really strong and just
Yeah.
continuing to climb the ladder, seeming to
It'd be
be
pretty fun to see.
Yeah,
That'll be a fun
awesome.
match. Yeah. Although, okay, let's hear your predictions about Coach Ray and Josh, because we've done an interview with Josh. We've pulled him. We know how strong he is.
Yeah.
We've seen him pull some of the other guys on our team. I've never met Coach Ray. I've never pulled Coach Ray. What's your thoughts there?
That's crazy. So going back a couple of years. I think it's about 2 years ago. Coach Ray had a match with John Tyrion.
Oh yeah, he did.
And he beat him.
Okay.
So I don't know where you would place John Tyrion of 2 years ago with Josh Rodriguez of right now.
Right. Okay.
I know right now.
Battled it out.
Yes, I know right now. John Tyrion is definitely the man. He'll definitely beat him.
Yeah, he's got it
in like it's a pretty convincing win.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that is, and I know Josh is a completely different style puller than Coach Ray.
Yeah.
I personally give it, I would say it's a 70-30 Coach Ray.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
He's pulled on the world stage and everything. He's had matches. He's been to Worlds and Europeans, as far as I know, placed pretty high.
Yeah.
He's not at that level for no reason. Like, he's really
100%.
good. And I know Josh is really well.
Yeah.
Like top 4 or 3 or 4 in Canada.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah, really good. He's starting to make his international debuts, going to the States, and now obviously with Coach Ray. But I just think Coach Ray's going to have a lot more experience. And yeah, this is a different system. Like, it's arm wrestling, but slightly different how the rules are and stuff.
Yeah, they have separate, different things set up. I think, personally, if Coach Ray can get his hook, he's got the match.
Yeah, that's
100% guaranteed. But I think if Josh can secure that top roll, if he can get that, prevent the hook, I guess I should say, I think he's got a pretty good thing in the works. If he can just keep his wrist.
I would say if Josh can keep his wrist and keep Coach Ray's hand flat, Josh is in the match.
I think so.
If Coach Ray gets any cup, the match is over.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, that's take over.
And I think that the first match it'll go in, I think it'll be a battle.
Yeah.
And then even if Josh wins,
the
favor still moves to Coach Ray. Because he tends to always lose the first or second match.
Right.
And then he'll just, then it's suddenly like he's 10% stronger and pulls off the win.
He just tires everybody out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that.
And he's been in some, long, grueling matches with Tom Holland at Arm Wars, other places, so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll definitely be something to watch, that's for sure. But we'll see.
I'm a huge fan of Josh, huge fan of Coach Ray. Obviously, watch Josh, have pulled with him some. Know he's extremely strong. Love the guy. I wish him the best. In my heart, I want Josh to win.
100%, yeah.
But looking at it on paper, it's the slim chance.
It's the stats. The stats stack up for Coach Ray. Yeah.
But, yeah.
I think I agree with that assessment. Yep. Okay. Blake. Who's Blake pulling again?
Matt Oliver.
I don't think I've ever heard of him.
Yeah, I haven't really either. I've seen him pull a little bit, very little bit, but I don't really know him. I don't know how he pulls, what he's about. I know they're both Canadian.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're both from Ontario. That I'm not sure, but I know they're both Canadian.
Okay. Well, we know Blake is getting stronger, and if not, he is very strong either way. So
he's only 2.5 years into the sport.
That's true. Yeah, he's a newcomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I personally hope he wins, but of course I don't know the other guy, so that's kind of a biased opinion there. But
yeah. Seeing how he pulls and stuff, I think he's really good at a shoulder roll. He's all right at a top roll and stuff, but I see him very good at hook and shoulder roll. He rolls it in, and I think he's all right without the wrist, but yeah. The matches I've seen when he gets in a tight spot, it seems to be me that he panics a little bit, where if he would take a little bit of breath, I think he could finish the matches a lot easier.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times he's so much stronger than a lot of his opponents that he just finishes them easy.
Right, just a quick
pin.
It's
not hard for him. But when he gets in that tight spot in a ready-go situation, the matches I've seen and watched, it seems like he gets a little desperate, I got a pin.
Like he's afraid
Yeah.
it's gonna slip away from
And
him.
it's maybe not even that he thinks about it. That's just
It's
a little bit my
subconscious.
assessment,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm making a wrong assessment, but that's
Oh, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just
That's-
opinion
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
He rushes the pin. I feel like instead of
He
securing
wants to get it done and
position.
over with
Yeah.
and quickly. Okay. Yeah.
I think we've kind of gone over that one.
Yeah.
And the next one is Milo Larratt then versus Shekhar Verma. I have no clue.
I've never heard of either of those two.
So Milo is Devin Larratt's oldest son.
Oh, okay.
I think he's
Yep, that makes sense.
22 or 23.
Okay.
So
Okay.
6'5" or 6'6", 230 pounds.
Hmm.
Been arm wrestling obviously since he was a kid.
Yeah.
But I think the last couple months he's really back into it. He's been on and off back into it the last 2 years.
See, that's probably why I haven't heard of him because
Yeah.
I've started recently, right? So.
Yeah, the last 6 months he seems to be really into it. He's definitely not as focused and as consistent as Auden, because Auden's like crazy.
Yeah.
They live together in the house though, and
Okay.
from what I hear and like I've seen, I think Milo did a podcast recently the last couple days, but he seems to be doing really well. Just so far, he's his tendons and everything can't quite handle the strain of what his dad and Auden put into like the workload of just workout, which I watch, and I don't put quarter that much in, probably less than Milo,
Okay.
and I always seem to be in pain. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow, I know. Well, I think especially if you have Devin as your dad, it's kind of, yeah, you are forced onto it for sure. And he's got such high expectations.
Yeah.
Like for us, it's okay, we want to do this, and yeah, we're really into it, but we stop as soon as we start getting,
yeah. Which I think can have a benefit to have that push, or not necessarily. I don't think that Devin maybe pushes them, but to have that drive gets you higher, and you're able to have easier, like you can have matches and stuff given to you quicker, which
Right.
is awesome. Like I'm not one of those people that's gonna hate on somebody for getting an easier match or something, because we all want a destiny in arm wrestling if that's what we're here for.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so if somebody can have that path easier than the other, and it was blessed to them by having a family name,
Yeah.
I think that's great. I'm not going to
Yeah.
be the guy that's like, oh,
Go
you
on.
shouldn't have it. Because
Right.
like I want to create a future for my kid in whatever sport it is that
Yeah.
they want to do, that they can have an easier path than I.
Yeah,
Had to
you
take.
blazed the trail.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
And so
Yeah.
for people to be upset about that, I feel like sometimes is whatever. And so I don't know how this match is going to go. No idea. I know a little bit about Milo.
I can't
and
call
then,
cards there. But
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we'll just see.
And then so for me, that's just a 50-50. And then next is Joseph Spolger versus Shea Dickey, both Canadian.
Okay.
Also two names I have no clue about.
Okay,
You?
so I've seen Spolger. He was at the Arm Cats event.
Okay.
I think he won that
Oh,
class.
I think I know who it is.
So I don't know who the other guy is though, so
Yeah.
I can't stack cards in either favor. But I have heard the name Spolger a lot more before too. So it's personally, I think I'll stack some of my cards that way, just because I've heard the name before.
He's a known quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other guy, anything could happen really with the other guy. What was his name again?
Shea Dickey.
Shea Dickey. Yeah. Unfortunately, never heard of him. Sorry, Shea Dickey, if you're watching this. I guess we'll find you on Saturday. But
Yeah.
best of luck to both of you, for sure.
Yeah. And then next match, two big names, Matt Smith and Mike Hitt. Mike Hitt, I don't know him so well, but Matt
Okay.
Smith, multiple time Canadian champ,
Okay.
so national champ.
Great.
I think he is an IFA world champ. I know he's Arm Gods champ. I'm not sure if it's
Yeah.
world champ or whatever, but he's
I've heard that. I
won
don't know.
multiple matches at Arm Gods. He holds a
Yep.
belt there, I think, right and left, or he might have lost one recently,
Okay.
but I know he did hold
I
them
heard
both.
the right. I don't know about left, but yeah.
I know he's good both hands.
Right.
And yeah, I know we have a buddy in the club that talks with him a bunch, Adam
Oh yeah.
Vandell. So yeah. I know he's really good, and he's been training hard the last 6 months.
Yeah. I think he's. I wonder if he's just preparing for this. If they told him in advance, or if
Well, he had a match at the last MAC already and won that match quite convincingly, and I think it was to a man that he's lost to before.
Oh, nice.
And so he came back, and it was a very convincing win.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah.
I definitely think he's got it in the books. I know he's not taking it light. I follow him here and there on social media, and I know he's been to WAF Worlds years and years ago and stuff. Not knowing that he's placed, but even to be able to go there and stuff, you have to be mega strong.
For sure. Yeah, and what's his name? The other guy, Mike Hitt. I don't know if I've heard anything with him. Of course, I don't really follow it as much as you do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've heard enough about Matt Smith. I think personally it'll go that way, but yeah, I don't know enough about Mike. So
yeah. And then the next match is one of two matches that Curtis Cameron has: Pork Chop from Ottawa High Hookers and Drome Loud. So this is a huge match.
Okay.
Drome Loud has qualified for East vs West.
Wow.
He had to cancel one match, or I think he had a match with RVJ set, and then RVJ stepped out. But he's like mega. I know he travels to a bunch of events in the States, has won them. Recently went to one of Travis Bajan's events.
Oh yeah.
And handled Travis Bajan very easily. Obviously Travis Bajan isn't the man he was in 2016 but still it was just crazy to even just be able to see that. And then Pork Chop, obviously right hand man next to Devin at the OHH Ottawa High Hookers. And I know he's had some major matches at Arm Gods as well.
Okay.
And I know recently he won a match there very convincingly.
Okay, that'll be an interesting one for sure then. Yeah.
I think that's going to be a heck of a war. It's going to be a hook match as far as I know. I don't know who's going to win. I personally think that Drome Loud's the favorite.
Okay.
I might be biased just to having heard about Drome Loud for years and hearing that he's mega, and maybe he's not as mega as some people say.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
I personally haven't ever arm wrestled with either of them.
No, me either.
I know both of them have qualified for East vs West and stuff, and Pork Chop went there years ago, and 2 years ago I think, and pulled and then blew his bicep in the first or second round. So not too much luck, but he's definitely super high caliber puller.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the next match is Danimal Labrie versus Daniel Schwartz. I know Danimal Labrie.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they host the OHH arm wrestling at his place.
Oh, okay.
So I know he's like right close to like Matt Smith's level in arm wrestling.
Okay.
Like really good arm wrestler.
Right.
And then Daniel Schwartz. I know he hosts a yearly event or tournament at his place, and as far as I know, he pulls really good and stuff.
Okay.
He has his own little podcast and everything as well.
Oh, nice.
But I have no clue where they level out at, or like who would be stronger.
Yeah,
I don't follow either of them that well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. A bunch of these will just be, we show up, we look at them, we find out.
Yeah. If somebody places money in the hat, then hopefully you win on the man you put money on.
Yeah, I mean, don't place your bets on what we're saying. That's some shaky ground we're walking on here, but yeah.
One day at a time. That's how we'll figure it out. Who's the better arm wrestlers?
Yeah, for sure. Someday, one day, we will be.
Yeah. Yep. One day we'll be in there. And then next match is a left-handed match.
Okay.
John Terrian versus Daniel Price.
Right. Okay. John Terrian's left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know he's going for the right-handed number one in North America soon at East vs West.
Yep.
I have no clue where this match is going because I know I've watched both guys.
Okay.
So John Terry and I normally watch more right-handed than left.
Yeah,
so
because, he pulls more right than left. Well,
in super matches, I think
super
match format arm wrestling, I think just has been so much bigger right-handed. I don't know why. If that's because Devin did like his right hand for years and years and years, or what? But yeah, it's I don't know. I personally,
that one.
I know slowly left arm. Super match format arm wrestling is getting bigger.
It's coming back. Yeah.
So, I think it's 50-50 match because I know Daniel Price is really, really good as well.
Okay.
Left arm, see if it was right arm, I think John Terry all day.
Yeah. But and there is a right arm match from John Terry coming up, I believe, as well, right?
Yeah, that's at East vs. West in the end of this month, I think. 28th or 29th? Yeah, we're March already.
Yeah.
Maybe it's March 26th. I don't remember the date.
Something like that, though.
But it's there. So I don't know. I think it's a 50-50 match, and then we see how it goes.
Yep.
And then next is Jason Constantini versus Curtis Cameron, Pork Chop's second match.
Oh, boy. Is this left or right?
This is left. So Pork Chop had that other match.
Yep.
Was
with
Jerome Loud.
Yeah. Yep.
Was right-handed, and then this left-handed match is.
I've heard good things about Constantini though too.
Well, we've seen him pull there at the tournament Arm Cats.
Yeah.
I talked with him there for a little bit.
Yep. I didn't talk to him, but I did see him there, and I don't know where he placed in that one, but
he placed first, easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't really watching, but
I don't think he pulled right-handed though. Not as far as I seen.
Okay.
I only seen left-handed, but
yeah, it's another one where it's like, where do we gauge them at? Because we know Pork Chop is really good. We know Constantini can usually take the smaller events by storm. So I think, at that point it's down to who's stronger that day, really.
Yeah, I know that Constantini had, it's got to be close to a year ago that he had that match with, now I forget the guy's name. He's got those massive hands. Jeff Dave.
Oh, okay.
And he won that match. So I know Jason Constantini's really good, and he does have a King's move. But I don't know if Pork Chop is that much better now that it's not going to matter. Yeah. Right? Sometimes you can be really strong and have a really strong spot, but if somebody's just slightly better, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he's so much stronger.
Yeah. So I have no clue.
For sure. Yeah.
And then we have Rick Heidebrick of Canada versus Philip Larson of Sweden, I believe.
Okay. I've heard of Larson. I don't really know about that match though.
Yeah, Rick Heidebrick is a multiple-time national champ, open weight, I'm pretty sure, of Canada and stuff. At one time, ranked number 2 in Canada or 3, next to like Devin Laird and Matt Mask.
Wow.
I'm not sure where he's ranked right now. I know he's had a match at most of the MAC events.
Okay.
So I know he's really good. He's had some wins. He's had some losses, but no clue.
No.
I don't know in this, like, where their levels are at that, like, it matters and stuff. I know Philip Larson just had a match at the end of January at Arm Wars.
Right.
And stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes for sure.
Yeah, and then we have another left-handed match. It's Ole Danilov versus Brad Grundy. So, Ole Danilov, originally of Ukraine, now resides in British Columbia. And then Brad Grundy of the USA.
Yeah. Heard of Grundy for sure. I think I've heard of the other guy too. In terms of pulling, though, the other guy...
The other guy beat Pork Chop left-handed at Nationals.
At Nationals, okay. But
so
against,
that's a couple months ago.
yeah, but then you're up against Brad Grundy.
Yeah, which they both lost to Matt Mask. So Ole Danilov just lost to Matt Mask a couple weeks ago in a left-handed match.
Okay.
And it was like, it didn't look like Matt Mask even felt him.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Brad Grundy lost to Matt Mask close to a year ago. No, it's maybe not a year ago. 8-9 months.
Okay.
Somewhere in there to Matt Mask.
Yep.
Also left-handed match, and that was at Arm Wars.
Okay. So it's basically the point of who stopped Matt better,
Yeah.
which
I personally
obviously
think Brad Grundy's going to take him pretty easily.
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 Okay. I don't know. I feel like it might be a closer match. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
Brad Grundy's the bigger man.
he is, for sure.
He's going to be the bigger man.
I
Like,
think
when you
he's
see
the
him and
favorite,
stuff,
too.
he doesn't look that big. He's not one of those guys that's like this guy that walks around and he's got like jacked up arms and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if you see him in person, he's a big guy.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and I've
when
never
you
seen him
see
in person,
him,
but
yeah.
yeah. Probably, for sure.
And yeah, he's definitely on the climb, Brad Grundy is.
Yep.
Even though he had a loss there a couple weeks ago at East vs. West 16, he was in Georgia.
Okay.
He pulled against Bacho Zagnishvili.
Um,
That was right-handedly. Yeah.
Right. But isn't Bacho quite a bit better? I feel like he was,
He's really good.
to begin with, that matchup was
Yeah.
kind of...
For that matchup to work, Brad had to get to a certain spot where he could slightly get the hand.
Yeah, it had to
And
be technique at
he
that point.
never got it.
No.
There was,
No, for sure.
like, Bacho is very technical as well
Mm-hmm.
and very strong.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Yeah, there's just one possibility that works,
Yeah.
1,000 that couldn't work,
Yeah.
right? That's just what it comes down to. But yeah, I think yeah, what you say about Brad is pretty decent. I think it's going to be a closer match, but we'll find
I
out.
don't know.
We'll find out.
Maybe I just like watching Brad that much that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is the favorite though of the two.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And then we have Alan Ford of Canada versus Doug Allen. Pretty sure
Okay.
that's like the
Allen and Allen.
main event. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of Alan Ford being pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I've heard of Alan Ford a lot. Watched
Yeah.
him over the years. I know he's pulled like all over back in the
Yeah.
day. More now, he pulls more local events and like
sure.
local super matches. He doesn't travel as much. I don't know if it's because he doesn't get the invites or if he just doesn't want to.
yeah, I wonder. Maybe he's focusing on getting stronger,
Yeah.
or maybe he's going out of it. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, we could probably ask him over there too.
Yeah,
Well, if you're not going.
yeah. I'm not gonna-
I'm actually kind of thinking of doing like a vlog style video when I'm there. We'll see.
Yeah.
Put on this as well, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I have no clue which way that match is gonna go because
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Auden Larrett versus Artem Ternenko, the main event.
That is the main event.
What do
Yeah.
you know of these guys?
Well, I think Auden has been getting really strong for the past, half a year-ish.
Yeah.
He's definitely put on a lot of weight, and a lot of it's muscle, that's for sure. Like, I think he's got a pretty good chance at this. And, of course, we talked to Josh. He said kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of going with what Josh is saying. He knows quite a bit. But
Yeah, I don't know. I've watched Auden for so long, and seeing his progress in the last 2 years is insane to me.
Mhm.
I always feel like before events, there's always like people won't they'll like count out the Lairds a little. Like before, like I know the Levon match, like they count out Devin, and then as they got closer to the match, it's like people start to drink the Kool-Aid and they're like, yeah, he's gonna win. And I feel like that's kind of what's starting to happen with Auden Laird. Like he's
probably.
like, people are like starting to drink the Kool-Aid, and I'm definitely one of those guys. Like, not that I care. I followed them both for years and years. But I personally think that Auden has more ways of winning than Artem.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, they might be stacked more in his favor in terms of. Do you know which one has been doing it longer? Obviously, Auden's been doing it more or less since he was a baby.
Yeah, and then Artem Ternenko, I think's at like 11 years, 10, 11 years, 12 years
so it's
maybe.
it's pretty
He's
good.
definitely longer in probably the professional era of it.
Right.
Definitely longer, obviously.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For his whole life, basically. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Auden has, since he was a kid, since he had to be pretty much held at the table, like his dad would hold him up and like arm wrestle and stuff. But
yeah,
the professional side of it, Artem definitely has more. But also growing up in a household where arm wrestling is pretty much what you eat for dinner.
That is, what you do.
Yeah.
Your lifestyle, yeah, for sure.
So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I want to see Auden win, but at the same time, I want to see Artem give him a run for his money. For sure.
I want to see it be a tough match.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Artem get some rounds, Auden get some rounds.
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, I would love to see Auden sweep him. Because there has been so much of this hate where people count him out.
Yeah.
They're always saying, oh, he's getting these easy matches. Oh, he's just set up. The only reason he gets this is because of his dad. He's like this, and the people hate on him.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. You need haters to have true
For
followers.
Sure. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Or else, yeah.
Loyal fans. And
they're your
haters.
most loyal fans.
Oh,
exactly. But at the same time, I feel like he is better than people give him credit for.
But on the other hand, I think if he sweeps this, it's just going to fuel the haters more. Oh, it was an easy match. He didn't have a challenge, this, that, and the other thing. I think if they play the long game and it really goes back and forth, wins, losses, fouls, if they use all their fouls and whatnot, I think that'll really be like, oh, okay, maybe he is worth his stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he's starting to...
I agree, but at the same time, if he like completely demolishes Artem Ternenko and somebody says like, oh, he was just set up, like they're absolutely crazy. We've like seen Artem Ternenko beat Coach Ray.
Right.
We've seen him beat
Crazy
Andrei
matches.
Sharkovich.
Yeah.
Like we've seen him, like Artem Ternenko in the tournament beat Philip Larson at the last King of the Table.
Okay.
So like, if people are going to discredit him and stuff for that, like
that's true.
There's so many more names that
Artem
Artem has won and had crazy matches with. And if they're going to just discredit him, like, oh, that was just another setup. Yeah, there might be a little bit of weight difference, but I think that you can't.
They're kind of bashing the whole community then.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Yeah. I see what you mean.
They don't understand what's going on pretty much by then.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts?
I don't know. I think it'll be great to get out there, mingle with the peoples.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be an amazing event. I'm just gonna probably tune in, watch it online.
For sure.
It's incredible. I've watched some of Ian Carnegie's events, like since he started the Major Arm Wrestling Championships. Right. I heard of it from when he started it and when he created the new table design and everything.
Yeah.
Don't know if you've seen some of the original table designs that he had made.
I haven't
and stuff.
seen the originals, but
they're pretty wild. It's pretty cool to see. Like, and he has a mindset where he wants to really push the sport forward and to get these super matches done quicker. And cutting the corners off is a lot to do with people get their elbow caught there and get all bruised up, like you'll see guys after. And I know even like just in practice, we're so new, but in practice we've many times had scratched up arms and stuff from just like pulling so hard.
Yep.
And
everything.
So like I understand it, that why do you need the corner? Like you can make the exact same table size, have the pin pad there and everything.
Other than the leg.
Just but he has the latest table, if I understand correctly. They have the corners cut off, but the base of the legs is still the exact same.
Okay.
And then they come up a certain ways, and then they taper in.
Okay. Yeah.
So obviously you'll see it
Yeah,
probably be able
for sure.
to pull on it a bit and stuff.
Hopefully,
But
yeah, I think it'll be fun to pull on those for sure. Yeah.
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 I don't have personally anything else, but
No, I think I'm good for today. And yeah, tune back in for the upcoming podcast with Ian himself. We'll talk about the tables more there. We'll talk about the upcoming event, of course, with him as well. And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
see you later.